So change the numerical value of push/pull to 25. Press R on the plate to move it up by 25. Get the precision alignment tool out. We're going to select point mass center because we want the center of the wheel and the center of the plate above it. Point 1 on the right wheel, and point 2 is going to go on the plate right above point 1. We're going to do that for all the rest of the wheels. Point 3 on the left wheel, point 5 on the back right wheel. Oops. And point 7 on the back left wheel. Alright, now that we have that set up, we are going to wire up these hydraulics, link these hydraulics in this pattern we got going on here. So we're going to right click the base plate. We're going to open up our Q menu under Precision Alignment, and we are going to select all the even numbers, so 2, 4, 6, and 8. Select point 2, we don't need to worry about this column. Select point 2 in this column, press attach. Now that's going to attach point 2 to the base plate, so we can delete this plate right after we do that. Alright, so point 4 attach, point 6 attach, point 8 attach. So now we can get the remover tool out. We can delete these plates. So back into Precision Alignment, make sure you click the tool and still don't have your remover tool out. Right click the top right hydraulic, and this is going to be linked to point 1 and point 2. So this is where the square pattern comes into play. So go into your R menu, go into Wire Hydraulic. For Entity 1, select point 1. Entity 2, select point 2. So what this is going to do is it's going to link point 1 and point 2 to this hydraulic. So create constraint. Now we're going to right click the next hydraulic right next to it. So that's going to be point 3 and point 4. So we're going to select point 3 on Entity 1, point 4 on Entity 2. Create constraint. Now we're going to do the exact same for the back wheels. So that's going to be point 5 and point 6. This is going to be point 7 and point 8. Okay, now that's done. We're going to go into our ball sockets, and I will not be showing you how to do steering in this tutorial simply because I have E2s that the creators do not want released. Okay, so your X minimum is going to be negative 180, X maximum 180, Y minimum negative 0.10 or 0.01, Y maximum 0.10 or 0.01, and same for the Z's. And make sure free movement and no collide is checked. So we're going to click from the base plate to the wheel, base plate to the wheel, and now this would be from your steering plate to the wheel, but for this tutorial's sake, I'm just going to do from the plate to the wheel so we can see how the suspension acts. Now I just like to zero lock them so they stay in line with each other. Very handy when you use engines or ACF. Okay, so we're going to go back into wire. Now we need to wire up the dampening and constant of these hydraulics. So go into constant value, use amount of 2, and this is what I usually use. Anyone can use what they want. So 40,000 for the first value, then 3000 for the second value. So we're going to wire up constant to the highest value of 40,000. Do that for all 4 hydraulics. And then the damping is the lower value of 3000. And now the weights. Get out the weight tool. Change the base plate to 600. And change the wheels to 200. And we can delete all the points that we used with precision alignment. So let's see if that all works. There you have it. You now have a suspension. And just to educate you guys, I'm going to be telling you a little bit more about constant and dampening. Alright, so the dampening, that's what's going to give your suspension either springiness or it's just going to be stiff. So let's say we change the dampening to 2000. It's going to have a bit more spring now, so it'll bounce a little bit more. Normally I love when my suspension does not bounce because bouncing causes you to tip over a lot and I do not like tipping over. So I'll change that to 4000. I can change this to 2000. Or I mean 20,000. If you want to see anything specific as a tutorial in the future, or have any comments or questions, be sure to leave it in the comments section or message me in my inbox on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.